Try and think back for a moment. What football stadium did you dream of playing in as a kid? Was it Hampden Park, Scotland's national stadium? Or maybe it was Wembley, a ground that some call the home of football. Or did you dream of the world famous Nou Camp? Or was it the Bernabeu, wanting to be a future Galactico? Maybe the iconic San Siro is what you wanted, to play in this legendary stadium, just like Maldini or Zanetti. Then you have the Cathedral of Football, the Maracanã, where every Brazilian legend has played the beautiful game. But today, we're not talking about the most famous stadiums or the most historic. Today we want to look at something different. Let's see the most unique football stadiums in the world. Starting off our look at unique stadiums, we're going to head over to Bolivia and look at their national team stadium, the Estadio Hernando Siles. What makes this stadium unique is it's located 11,932 feet above sea level, which makes it one of the highest stadiums in world football. The air is so thin it makes it difficult for fans to cheer on their team when they go to play there. And no matter how big and famous you are, this is always going to be a tough place to play. And Lionel Messi found this out in 2013, as when he played there with Argentina, the air caused him to be sick on the pitch. Next up, we're going to go to Australia and look at where Central Coast Mariners FC play their games at the Central Coast Stadium. When your stadium is this close to the water, it's a shame to block the view. At least that's what the designers thought when they built this, and as a result is a unique three-sided ground, which gives every fan a sea view. With picturesque palm trees and epic sunsets, there's plenty to distract you if you happen to be going to watch a boring game. So whether you're a die-hard football fan or just want to get some cool pictures for Instagram, this is definitely a place you want to check out. Now we're heading to Japan for a very unique place to play football. This is the Adidas Futsal Park. Opened in 2001 in the run-up to the 2002 World Cup, it's been hugely popular ever since. Standing proud above one of the busiest cities on the planet, this stadium is a perfect place to play football for any city lover. Let's just hope you have good aim and don't send a shot flying over the bar, as you could be sent on a mission across Tokyo to try and find that football. Now on to Switzerland to check out a place that you gotta see to believe. This is the Ottmar Hitzfeld Arena. This stadium is the highest place that you can play football in Europe. The journey to the stadium is impressive in itself. Visitors and fans can enjoy the Swiss mountain scenery as they go to the stadium either by car, cable car or by foot. The unbelievable backdrop will provide an added experience to any game you watch there. Fun fact about this stadium, the air is so thin that the grass doesn't grow, so it's carpeted with artificial turf. Croatia is the next stop on our stadium list, and they have something to offer that is very unique, the Igrališta Baterija. The Croatians have taken the term "turn your home stadium into a fortress" quite literally. This stadium is situated between two World Heritage sites that are actually 15th century fortresses. The Tower of St. Marco is located behind one goal, whilst Carmelengo Castle is behind the other. Definitely worth checking out if you're ever in Croatia. Time to go to Singapore now, where we can look at the largest floating stage in the world, called The Float. This floating platform was built in the middle of Marina Bay, Singapore, and it was opened in 2007. Singapore's engineers had hoped that the float would host the national Singapore team, however that has not happened as of yet. In fact, it hasn't hosted any football matches above Sunday League level so far. Instead, the float had been used for concerts and parades and other public displays. But still unique enough to make it onto this list. Maybe a place you didn't expect to see, now we're going to Greenland so we can check out the Nuuk Stadium. On first glance, this stadium doesn't even look real. The town of Tasselar, Greenland may look pretty and picturesque, but its idyllic scenery hides a dark secret. literally dark. During winter, the days here last just 3 hours. Temperatures here can plummet to a negative 12 degrees Celsius and the winds can reach up to 186 miles per hour. So make sure you're well wrapped up before kickoff if you visit here. Next up we go to Mexico, where we can check something out with modern design with majestic views, the Estadio BBVA. This stadium was opened in 2015 with a little bit of controversy, as there remains concerns that its location in the shadow of the Serra de la Silla mountain will have an adverse effect on the local wildlife. From one of the stands though, you get an incredible view which is unmatched by any other stadium. So you can watch your team whilst taking in these majestic views, and as you can see, the stadium looks quite impressive itself on the outside too. And now we get to Norway, to check out probably the most unique stadium of all, the Henningsvaer. The Henningsvaer Stadion is in the small fishing village of Henningsvaer, located on small islands in Norway. Calling this a stadium is a little bit of a stretch, as it has no stands, just a few metres of asphalt poured around the field, and it's also just used for amateur football. In fact, they even recommend you bring your own chair if you want a seat. But there is no denying its location is majestic. The stadium has stunning views of the dramatic mountains, the jagged peaks, the open sea and the sheltered bays. The ground's tiny capacity seems sufficient since the village only has around 500 people living in it. This is one that has to be on the bucket list of any true football diehard. We hope you enjoyed the video. This is the Bosman viewing, so if you're new to the channel, check out our other content with lots of different football videos on here. If you enjoyed this, if you could thumbs it up, that'd be great. Subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.